Hi everybody, it's Kayla, and welcome back to the Steele family, my brand new Let's Play here on my channel. And let me just tell you, I am so beyond excited for this. I cannot even explain to you. I haven't recorded this series, honestly, since, December? When I ended last season, and I cannot even bring myself to explain to you how much I miss this family and just these Sims, and I'm very excited. But for those of you that didn't watch last season, don't be alarmed. You don't have to watch last season. Please don't watch last season. It was a nightmare. It's my first ever Let's Play, so just the Sims are good and great. The story is good. It just the commentary is not, and it's unbearable. But you can watch it if you want to. I'll have it linked down below. It's just I don't recommend it, honestly. Like, I'm a little bit embarrassed by it, but whatever. I mean, I've grown, I've changed, I'm better now, things are fine, but yeah. Anyway, so this is Riley Steele. She is kind of the main character as of right now. Her mom was the main character last season, but because now Riley is a teenager, I'm gonna focus a lot in this series on Riley's life because she's growing up, and she's so cute. Okay. She was born like this. Like, not often do you have a Sim that's born so cute, right? This Sim was born, okay? I'm obsessed. Anyway, I can't even, I'm so excited. Do you ever just, like, cry over your own Sims? Because I've had this really weirdly emotional day where I watched my own trailer, like, 6 times, and then I cried a little bit about how much I miss these Sims, and I'm recording them. And it's been a weird moment for me, but listen, because it's my first ever Let's Play, like, bringing it back is just really fun for me, and now we have a lot to talk about, because I want to catch you up, because unlike other Let's Plays, we're kind of starting in the middle of a family's life. Oftentimes, you'll be starting Let's Play with a new save, new Sims that are kind of like skill-less, jobless, friendless, family-less, but now we have this family with deep roots and deep connections and just a lot going on. So we have a lot of characters to talk about, and just a lot to do. So lots of things have changed since last season. If you did watch the end of last season, it didn't really end, it just sort of stopped, and that's because there was some game issues. My game was broken, the save was broken, I had to make a new save, and so this is a new save, but everything has sort of been repaired to where it was last season. Please don't, I'm just going to stop saying last season because I don't want you guys to watch the first season. But basically, this is Riley Steele. She is the teenage daughter of Meredith and Ricky Steele, who is presently in his athletic wear, and they're in a bathroom. Woo, yay. Please change back into your everyday wear. But basically, Meredith and Ricky have been having a rocky relationship they're together now, but back in the day, boy, oh boy, did they have some marital issues. And not really marital issues. Basically, what had happened was, the first wedding was not meant to go down like this. Basically, they dated for a while. Their first wedding, I tried for a baby off camera prior to the first wedding, thinking it was going to go fine. Like, in the morning of it, I was gonna, like, surprise you guys, like, risky woohoo, because risky woohoo didn't even exist at this point. And so she was gonna be, like, pregnant because the risky woohoo thing went after the wedding. And then the wedding was an epic disaster, like disaster of major proportions. Basically, I don't really know what went down because I didn't see it, but Ricky flirted with someone else. We don't know who, we don't know what happened, but Meredith saw it, I didn't, and she freaked out. She got that like crazy angry moodlet, and she refused to marry him. And so the wedding was called off, disaster struck, then the baby was born, and pregnancy all things that went wrong, or all things that could have gone wrong went wrong, and it was not good. And so Riley is that baby, and when Riley was younger, Meredith is the main character in this part. So Meredith, when she was in this situation, dated Caleb Jefferson for a little bit, and he had this daughter, Teresa. His wife died a long time ago, so he was like singled out with his daughter, Teresa, and thus, Riley was not a big fan of Teresa, because Teresa's father was dating her mother, and she wanted her parents back together, and therefore she despises Teresa, really for no reason. It's very like an unjustified hatred, and Riley is just a very dramatic person. Her traits, oh my goodness, let's open this up. So she is a snob, she is squeamish, and she is gregarious. So basically, Riley Steele is the queen bee of the school. She is the most dramatic, just like, no, not my favorite kind of person, but she's fun, she's cute, and she has this group, she has this squad, the Plastic Princesses, her best friend Pippa, who she really has no friendship with because they aren't really close on like a real level. It's a very surface level kind of group. Lots of townies in here. These are not the best kind of people. They do a lot of like gossiping together and that sort of thing. And they aren't the best kind of people, like I said. And so there's another group that actually this is just a lot to talk about, but basically after the disaster wedding, we dated Kayla for a little bit, and then Ricky and Meredith ended up getting back together, having a new wedding. It went well this time, and then they had their next son, Mason, who was a baby at the end of last season. He's now aged up into a full-blown child, Mason Steele. He is a geek, and he has the, what's it called, rambunctious scamp aspirations, so that's fun. He's just a super cute, fun little guy. He's actually in a chess club, which is super silly, and he's also in this club, just to kind of meet some more friends. This sim, Liliana, is actually his cousin. So Meredith has, so this is just me talking for a long time, sorry about that. So Meredith actually has some half-sisters. So Meredith's backstory, basically, when she was younger, her mom sort of like left her and her father and moved out and was gone in a way, and this is her mother, Sylvia. When Meredith moved to Willow Creek, she ran into her mother and discovered that she had two daughters, and so Meredith has two half-siblings. Their names are Reagan and Priscilla. Priscilla is, if I can find her, we don't appear to know her, but she's here, she exists. But Reagan's daughter is Liliana, and Priscilla has a husband. His name is Carl, and this is her son, Daniel, and she has a son or a daughter called Ella or something like that, I forgot. But they exist too. We don't seem to know them. I don't know why we don't know them. We should know them. And they appear to have disappeared. I don't really understand what's going on there, but I mean, Daniel still exists. So they are the Collins family. Daniel is a part of this rich group in town called the Trust Fund Babies, because they're the rich trust fund babies in town. So Sylvia had some gold digger type relationships, and that's what happened there. She's been married like 4 times, just to clarify. And that is our grandmother, so yay! And obviously Meredith also hates Teresa just because Riley hates Teresa, and so yeah. But this Flynn kid, oh boy. So, more talking. Meredith actually has a best friend that she lived with for a brief moment when she was pregnant with Riley. His name is Liam Gray, and if I invited them over here, they should be showing up at some point at least. Here he is. Liam! Oh my goodness, I missed you so much. This is Liam Gray, you guys. He's the biggest goofball of all time. Oh yes, very close friends with Meredith, and his wife Nadine also is in town. Here she is. They have 2 kids, and she is actually pregnant with baby number 3. So their first and eldest son is called Flynn. Rocky relationship between Riley and Flynn. She is just, they used to be very close when they were younger, and she is just, because she is so concerned with her own like social status, she kind of pushed him away, except there's like a little bit of romance there that she doesn't want to admit about. He despises her because she's so mean to his friends. He's part of this outcast club, and basically they're everyone that Riley doesn't like, but she has a secret best friend. Her name is Jamira Brown that she doesn't appear to know. Alright, well, she has a secret best friend called Jamira that she's always been close with, and just the thing about that is her new group of friends despises this outcast group, but she has this close family friend and this other close friend, and they're all kind of intertwined, and so there's this weird, like, rivalry going on where she's kind of stuck in between the two, but she wants to be a part of this group more just because it helps her more. And she has this boyfriend that she appears to really love, but I don't think he returns that feeling very much. His name is Andrew, and they are not close friendship wise really at all, and she's like very much in love with him, and he's just sort of like distant, and to say the least, he's got like 20 relationship status and she has like 90, so there's a big difference there. But that's kind of Riley's life, and so you can kind of get a feel for her. She's not a bad person, she's just not a great person. And so her little brother Flynn, her little brother Mason, has just some friends around town, lots of kid friends. Looks like he's close to this kid called Pablo. I didn't do that, but seems like a nice guy. We have Matilda, they're sort of like cousins, if you think about it that way. Matilda is the youngest daughter of Nadine and Liam. This is just a lot to talk about, this family tree. I have a family tree posted on my Tumblr. You guys can go check that out. I'll have a link down below, just so you can kind of get a better feel for like what's going on exactly here, because there's kind of a lot of characters. But basically, the deal is we have the main characters in this series is this family, and then the like Vanderbilt-Gray family, so that's Nadine and Liam's family. And we kind of switch around between them just because they're the most important in my mind. And so now we are 9 minutes into this episode. We're going to go ahead and actually go back to, I did the wrong thing. I should have just, I goofed. I should have traveled with them. But we're going to go back home, show you guys show you the town. That's probably important too. We live in Newcrest. We have moved since the last season. We previously lived in this little house, my first ever build on my channel that is now gone, but existed at one point on my old channel. We live in this little Victorian house. Now we live in this beautiful Hampton's Manor. Speed build link down below. Naturally, Kayla's playing in her favorite house I ever built, just because it's a good time and I'm pretty proud of it. We also have some other houses around the place that I've built. Like, I built actually, Ooh, almost all of these lots, except for this one, this one, this one, and no, I built, okay. There are 3 lots on this page that I did not build. All right, well, this is me filling up Newcrest with my stuff. Basically, here's where the Jeffersons live. We've got the Vanderbilt-Grays living here in my favorite suburban house. We have our family members, the Steele Collins, living here. We have Reagan and her daughter with their mother, Sylvia, just because Reagan is a single mom. She's also dating, by the way, this is really sneaky stuff. She's presently dating Caleb, her sister's ex-boyfriend. I know. Anyway, he's not the father of her child, though. The father of her child is actually Don Lothario, but we're not going to get into that. And then we have over in Willow Creek, we have some more family members living out here. I believe, yes, here in this Fairview Manor, we have Priscilla and her family. So that's the other half-sister, Blondie McGee, over there, and her husband, Carl, with their 2 kids and their baby. I forgot about the baby. She has a baby. We're going to go ahead and give a house tour. This is the wrong place. Okay. I did not do anything to Windenburg because we are not playing in Windenburg this time. I play all my Let's Plays in Windenburg, so we're going to kind of switch it up and do some Newcresting. But, oh dear, I meant to travel here, and I would like to go there with the Steele family, just to give a tour. Because if you watch the Speedville, you kind of have a good idea of what the house looks like, but I did change the bedrooms a little bit just to kind of fit my Sims more, because Riley is very girly. Let me tell you something. I decided her personality before she was born. This is a year ago, by the way. I found a custom content wedding dress. It was a big ball gown, and it was gorgeous, and I couldn't think of a sim that I had that could wear it. I mean, at the time, I only had one Let's Play, so, like, Meredith couldn't wear it because she does not that kind of type. And so I thought, Riley Steele, I mean, future baby, is going to wear this dress. So I built her entire personality off of the prospect of the unborn child wearing this ball gown for her wedding. And now, a year later, we're finally getting to the point where she's actually, like, a teen. I mean, geez, Kayla, like, this is how my Let's Plays go. If you're new here, hi, I'm Kayla. I do a lot of talking and not a lot of playing the game, but it ends up being a good time, and people seem to enjoy my Let's Plays. So hey, I mean, whatever works, am I right? But house tours are my favorite kind of thing to do. I'm so excited, you guys. I feel like I'm not making sense. Am I making sense? I hope I'm making sense. I mean, we're going to get to know them a little bit better later. The dynamics don't need to make sense yet. Like, you don't know who, like, Liliana's a cousin of ours. Like, it doesn't really matter that much as of right now, but it will kind of in the future when we get to meet them further. But here's the house. We have the beautiful Hampton's Manor. Obviously, we've kind of had an upgrade since last time. I've also gotten to be a lot better builder since last time. I didn't ever build anything. I mean, first speed build compared to now, I've kind of grown a lot as a person, as a creator, as a simmer, as a little Simsie. So that's exciting times. But here it is. Here's our new house, and I'm so excited. Oh, by the way, Meredith is in the business career. She's doing super well for herself. What is this? Level 5, halfway there. Ricky is actually a secret agent. He's also level 5. We've got, of course, Riley. She's a C student in school, and then we have Mason, also a C student. But here we go. So, oh, by the way, let's talk about their traits. I probably should have started off with this, but Meredith is outgoing, romantic, and family-oriented. Typical traits, though. Like, geez, Kayla. Year ago, Kayla giving her lame traits. But then we have Ricky, who is romantic, a bro, and self-assured. Super fun times. Oh my goodness, he's gonna be an elder. Whoa, okay. This just hit me. Wowza. How old is she? Less old, okay. We're gonna be fine. But here's the house. The backyard, we have a really beautiful backyard. So we have this beautiful patio area, fancy pool. I mean, high society, am I right? Not really. They're more like a mediocre income kind of household, but obviously we've got some money stored back up in there. I mean, a little bit of a trust fund baby, am I right? And this really fits with Riley's personality, how she has this like rich friends and her fancy crew and just, that she enjoys living here, I imagine. Well, she does. And so if we come into the first floor, ooh, this is the top floor. Whoops. We come in, we have this beautiful entryway with a beautiful book. I mean, there's the curtain glitch, but that happens to everyone. Beautiful area. I built this house actually right when movie hangout stuff came out, so that's why we got this fancy mirrored table. Really cool place. Come into the kitchen. Really beautiful kitchen with my favorite subway tiles and just, I don't know, lots of things you might possibly need in a kitchen. We come over here, we have purple themed bathrooms this time. Exciting. We have another living room, more mirrored tables, a piano. I believe that Riley might play the piano. We have one in our old house. She does level 4. Okay. Skilled little Riley Steele. A beautiful master bedroom with a beautiful master suite. We, of course, have 2 other kids' rooms, just one for Mason and one for Riley. Hers is very pink, and I'm a big fan. If we come over here, really cool shelving unit I've done, and just pretty views also. Look at her bedroom view. I mean, geez. Like, this girl is like, what, 16, 17, and she has this view? I know. But, well, you know what? If she didn't, probably throw a fit, and so that's why she gets whatever she wants. Either way, pretty house. We've got 3 bathrooms. What is this? 3 bedrooms? Ooh, it's kind of, I mean, for the size of the house, I probably could have fit more bedrooms in it. And there's not really space for more kids, but hey, what are you gonna do? That's what we're kind of working with here. Lots of skill building to do, just lots of fun. Like I said, the series is going to be a lot of focus on Riley's life because we have this really weird dynamic between her friends and her other fake friends and her boyfriend who is sort of like a dirty cheater and like, so lots of teen drama, fun teen drama, and I'm excited about it. We're going to go actually switch into the other family's household just so you can kind of see them. I want to talk a little bit about Flynn and that dynamic because he and Riley were very close when they were younger. They actually lived together for a while. So before Meredith remarried Ricky, or married him for the first time, I guess, but it was a second wedding. Okay. Either way, second time was great. It was beautiful. It was lovely. But the first time, not so much. But either way, they lived together when Meredith and Liam lived together. Liam, Nadine, and Meredith all lived together for a while, like throughout most of their childhoods, actually. And so they just were kind of close when they're younger. And now that she's gotten older, she has sort of changed a lot. She's just really snobby. And he doesn't like that. He's part of the group called the Outcasts just because they're a bunch, not outcasts, but they're a bunch of just different personalities that people seem to not like. Like people like Riley's group just don't like them because they're different. And so like he is an interesting guy. He's actually really fun. He is dating Teresa, which is good. Teresa is Riley's enemy, if you remember her. So we have our girlfriend Teresa. We have a little bit of romance here with Riley. We don't like her cousin either because her cousin is just like her. We have our close friend Jamira. We have our close friend Cade. He's pretty close with Mason, actually, and Wolfgang and Yuki are also in our little squad. So this is a fun dynamic. Actually, Yuki and Jamira, this is Jamira, the close friend of Riley's that we didn't have existing, but she's actually pretty close to Riley. But they're kind of drifting apart because obviously Riley's new friends don't like her. But Jamira and Yuki are dating, so cute. I know they're a really cute couple, and I'm so excited. But either way, this is the house. It honestly doesn't really fit Nadine's style at all. She is a very high-class lady, and this suburban little place is not really her first choice. I'll admit that. She lives in this really beautiful, like, modern mansion with her really pristine kitchen and stuff. She wants to be a chef. She is a chef. She actually owns a restaurant, which we're going to go to later. Maybe not in this part. We'll talk about that later. She owns a little diner, which is, I guess she's kind of settling down more now that she's got kids. And she is, in fact, like I said, pregnant, second trimester. Just started her second trimester, I guess. So we're going to have a third little Vanderbilt-Gray baby on the way. I don't know, I'm excited about it. And so good times all around. But here's the house we're working with. You've probably seen it before. I did build this house too. It's honestly one of my favorite houses that I've built to play in. I think that it's really beneficial. It's really expensive. It's like 90,000 simoleons. But it's really big and it fits for large families. And when we're going to have our 3 kids, possibly more, we have 4 kids' bedrooms to work with. So good times all around. Pretty house. Actually, presently in my Get Together LP, we have Sims living in here. And we had Sims living in here in my Mostly Ghostly LP too. But that doesn't really count because that Let's Play was like 10 episodes, useless times. I need to build more suburban houses. I built a lot of like really extravagant things and I need more subtle things like this, and so I don't know, I need to work on that. But pretty place. We've got really beautiful light colors. This part I think is very Nadine style, just the fact that it's so like fun and family oriented, but pretty place, and I'm so happy for them having their new place, and just I don't know, I'm excited. Also, Liam was, in fact, he is a writer, so he's got his office here. Super weird guy. He's changed jobs a bunch of times. Jack of all trades. He's got this aspiration right now, but he really has switched up a lot. His skills, he's fitness level 10. Oh, that's right, because he's one of those guys, like when they generate in the town, they're like gym trainers, so he was like super buff, level 10 fitness. So I didn't do that, he did it himself. But yeah, he's an interesting guy. We also have Matilda here, who is pretty close friends with, I think she's pretty close, it doesn't say it here, but she's pretty close with Mason. And I mean, she's got this other squad. Bun here is a good friend of hers. I don't know. But really cool times all around. She's an A student in school, obviously. We've got a B student, Flynn, here. And just, I don't know. I'm excited about the fact that he's dating this arch enemy of Riley, because he's got this, like, tension, I don't know, with Riley. Because they used to be so close. And he doesn't want her to get hurt. And he knows a lot about this new group she's in. And listen. foreshadowing, but these are not the best people she's like surrounding herself with, and so having this new group of hers is going to bite her in the butt. And we saw, like, if you watched last season, there are different Sims that are older girls that have graduated now that were like in her group previously she was trying to get involved with, and they were so horrible to her. Like, it was like hazing. And so I mean, they made her like try on clown costumes, and just she didn't realize because she was like a little freshman, you know. And so now she's like kind of the leader of the pack. Well, she has this other friend. This Pippa girl is really trying to take over from her. But just all in all, really rough times. I'm nervous about what's going to happen to her. But otherwise, that's kind of what we're working with here. I spent a whole 20 minutes just talking about my Sims. Oh my goodness. But listen, they are very near and dear to my heart, and so I'm very excited to see them. We have lots of other townies in the world, too. We have the Johnsons, just lots of families kind of living around the place. Oh, this is where Riley's boyfriend lives. Oh, okay. So Riley's boyfriend is the one in, like, the athletic shirt. His name is, what's his face? Ooh. Andrew Robertson with his twin brother and his mom. I don't know her name or his name. They exist, though. Maybe it's like Jackson. We have the Vanderbilt-Grays. We have, like I said, the Jeffersons. We have another pregnant lady and her husband living here. We have my Sim Candace Reed and her parents. She's a teen. Super cute Sim. I'd like to maybe see... Oh, let's talk about Daniel. Okay, Daniel, our cousin. Daniel and Flynn, I think, are really Riley's only real friends. And Jamira a little bit. But Jamira's kind of, like, put off by the fact that Riley is turning like her life around so much and she's just not being so great to her anymore. And so really Daniel, her cousin, is the only person that she's close with. And that's kind of scary to only have like one person who's sort of like morally obligated to like you because he's related to you, that actually cares about you. I mean, they care about her, but just she's not very fun to be around. The people just don't like her because she's so mean. And that, I mean, me too, you know, but also I'm concerned about Riley. She'll be okay. I mean, she's gonna have a rough time in high school, but she'll be okay. I'll make it. She'll be fine, I swear. Okay, I'm nervous about this series, but oh, okay, we're naked, but that's all right too. We're gonna put on our clothes, Priscilla, please. So we have Priscilla Collins, her husband, her beautiful yellow shoes. We've got her. Oh, she's pretty. Oh my gosh. Honestly, these Sims used to look like bugs, but I kind of fixed them. Still has really big eyes, but like, this is what you get when you put 15-year-old Kayla. I mean, I was 16 when I made the Sims. But just turning 16-year-old Kayla to make Sims. But here we have our Sims. He's actually a little bit embarrassed. He walked on, his parents were woohooing. That's not good. But Carl, first of all, who names their Sims Carl? Like, Kayla, what? But here's Carl Stanton, and then his family. We have this new baby. It is a son called Martin in a presently pink nursery because I pregnancy mega modded in this Sim just before the series started. I did this like yesterday, and so as of right, why can't I change the color of these? I don't understand that. But his room is presently very pink, and not to like reinforce gender standards and stuff, but like this just I feel as though Priscilla's the kind of Sim that would deck out her baby's room like this, and so problem solved there. And so this is Daniel. He is actually dating Luna, who is, I mean, okay, here's the thing. He's dating Luna. He's seeing Luna, except he's kind of got a huge crush on Sergio, who's actually older than him. Sergio's a young adult, so that's like a little bit rough. But he's dating Luna, but he doesn't like girls. And so the fact that this is sort of like a cover-up. I mean, you have to think about the position where he is in society. Like, his parents would so not be okay. At least his dad wouldn't. I think that Priscilla would be able to accept him. But Carl definitely would not accept him, at least not for a while. And so it's sort of a rough situation for him to be in, and he's kind of trying to work through that. But that's going to be an issue we're going to explore too. We're going to play with them a little bit less because this is just Meredith's family and like her extended family. But I mean, they're still important, and this is an interesting dynamic here that we've got going on. And also the fact that he's an older, not just a man, but he's an older man, and that's going to really freak out his dad. Carl's a nice guy and all, but like, I mean, he's a big old surgeon, big-time surgeon. You'd think he'd be a little bit more progressive, but he's not. He's lazy, materialistic, and a snob. And, yeah, he's worked hard, but, yeah. Anyway, and we've got, obviously, his mom is, in fact, I forgot. Oh, she's a journalist. Ooh, fun. Okay, I like that a lot. And we have Ella here, who is not doing so well in school, but she is pretty close with her cousin Liliana. She really doesn't like Matilda. I don't know why, I just don't think she does, but Matilda is a very nice person. She doesn't really hate anybody, and so the fact that she's, like, hated by others kind of scares her. But that's my Sims, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed it. You want to go step into Reagan's household? That kind of closes it off. We're going to go to Meredith's other half-sister, Reagan's household. She lives with her mom, Sylvia. Really, Sylvia lives with them, but it's in Sylvia's house. You get what I'm saying? Because Reagan can't support herself. I mean, she's got a job, like a nice job. I forgot what she does, but she's in a business career. She's on her feet, but this whole single mom thing, it really is better for her to be living with her mom, at least as of right now. And Sylvia is getting old, so it's probably good that she's still got somebody around. But Sylvia is a piece of work. I have a lot of like mom sims in my Let's Plays that are pieces of work, but this woman, like I said, like 4 or 5 husbands, just a bunch of mess. And like she's got a lot of money from that, but like she's a very lonely woman too. And the fact that she sort of ditched Meredith and then came over into this town and had 2 other kids and then raised them without raising Meredith is kind of a rough thing too. Like Meredith, I feel like has a lot of hurt there. Like she's trying to be closer with her siblings, but it's hard for her to accept the fact that her mom could raise them and not her. You know what I'm trying to say? And the fact that she's like jumping around, she's really flaky. I don't know. So we're working on that too. But they live here in this house that I also built. So you can download this house in the gallery too. All these houses, I mean, not to promo myself, but like I build my own houses because I find that more enjoyable. But this is, I haven't played here in a long time. Wow, this is a really big house, you guys. Like, we have a crap ton of bedrooms. This is too big for these Sims to live in, but hey, we've got it. This is from the old ToffeeChocolate days, too. Long time ago. But here we go. We've got Reagan, who is, by the way, very beautiful. I'm sort of jealous of her, but she has her daughter, Liliana, of course, whose father is Don Lothario, but okay. Liliana doesn't know that. So this is drama here. Drama llama. Liliana doesn't know who her father is. Obviously Reagan does, but Liliana doesn't. And Reagan is, like I said, dating Caleb. So Caleb Jefferson is the father of the girl that Riley Steele hates. Riley being the main character of this Let's Play. I don't know. You guys, this is a lot of talking, and I get that it's kind of hard to follow. I'm trying to kind of share things as best as I can. If you have any questions, ask me in the comments down below. If you watched last season, you kind of know what's going on. Tell them too. We have some new things, obviously, too. Like, this Caleb thing did not happen last season. Liliana didn't even exist last season. Mason wasn't old enough to have friends. Like, just lots of new things coming along, too. Just good times all around, and I'm very excited about it. I don't know. I feel like I can't even breathe. I just want to go home and cry. I am home. But I feel like crying because I love my Sims too much to handle this. But new Let's Play, this is the first episode. The next episode is going to be on Tuesdays. Of course, Tuesdays every week because we're replacing mostly Ghostly right now. And I guess that's it. Wow. Okay, I haven't recorded with these Sims in a long time, but I'm so excited to talk about it. And I can't wait to see this drama that unfolds. There's just so much going on here that, she's a business career, right? Yeah, so much drama. Oh, okay, and Sylvia, we made her get a job. She's working as a mailroom technician. Just kind of like mediocre, fill the days, because she's old and lonely. Poor lady. She's also got a club, doesn't she, of like the Golden Girls featuring some men. But hey, I mean, that's cute, right? All the oldie moldies. Oh, Felicity is actually Caleb's mom. And Teresa's grandmother, so that's fun. Just lots of crazy stuff going on here. Too many Sims, too much to handle, but if you have any questions, like I said, ask me down below. Make sure to like and comment and subscribe and do all those fun YouTube things. And in case you guys didn't know, I post new videos every single day. And so I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, everybody.